RWC7s got past Ireland a few moments ago. That's what they're trying to get into the game to play for, the Melrose Cup. And here they come out onto Cape Town Stadium. Waisea Nathungu leads out Fiji. They'll sprint to the centre spot, as they always do. They come together before kick-off. Former New Zealand Sevens captain Carlton Ana alongside. On what you've seen so far this weekend, how are you seeing this one?
Well, hello, Nisa, Bully Banaka, the Australians, the form team, as you spoke about over the course of the 7th series, really have added something with this Fijian team. They have the history at this big tournament of winning Rugby World Cups. This one will be epic, groups.
Taking a big deep breath, face the sun. Fiji. We'll get us started here. The final game of our super session, the prize, a championship final contest against the defending champions, New Zealand. It will be Fiji who will get us started. Waisea Nathungu, Jerry Two-Wise out there as well. Two-time Olympic gold medalist. He scored a try in the quarterfinal last night. Waisea Nathungu chips it straight down the middle to get this championship semi-final underway. Henry Hutchison brings it down safely, just in front of Dietrich Roach there. And James Turner, one of the new faces in this Australian side, sets up the breakdown. Here's Matt Gonzalez. Hutchison in midfield. He's got his captain Nick Maloof on the cut here. Maloof gets up, goes again.
First offense, clear release.
Penalty Australia. Hutchison goes quickly. He's caught Fiji napping here, and he's got some support. He'll set up the breakdown. But the penalty, just leaving his feet, was Gonzalez on the floor.
Oh, Jerry Two-Wise, supreme at the breakdown there. He's so quick from that sweep roll, getting over the ball. Fiji attack now.
Here's Rasaku, his last tournament for Fiji Sevens before he heads to the top 14 in France. His Two-Eye almost through, back to Rasaku. Skips through the tackle of Gonzalez, offloads off the floor. Two-Eye again. Salturanga, police officer. Maloof puts him on the floor. Jerry Two-Eye's lost the boot, and Dietrich Roach has a bit of space now. He's got James Turner with him. Dietrich Roach, all-time scorer on the series, and Jimmy the Jet trying to use his pace, but he can't get away, and the ball's gone forward.
Oh, scrappy, isn't it? Absolutely scrappy from both teams, losing possession. You don't see this very often from Australia, but in these big games, these little mistakes are what? They're just magnified on a stage like this. Jerry Two-Eye, one of the best ever to do it, follows on from the greats like Waisale Sarevi. Having a guy like him, we've already seen him a couple times, Rupert, inject himself, once defensively, once attack-wise. You can't sleep on Jerry Two-Eye.
Let's go.
Yeah, we missed him at the start of the previous series. He was getting married back in Fiji. He gently works his way back into the side, and just such enormous respect, not only from his own teammates, but everyone who plays against him. Yeah, 2005, they were champions in Hong Kong. Fiji. Couple of world titles for them. Alongside New Zealand, the only two multiple winners of this competition in history. Here's Rasaku again. Gets the handoff on Turner, but Turner comes out back for another nibble, but there's the inside ball to Felipe Salturanga. Patterson's coming across, and Salturanga just drops another gear and under the posts. That's Fiji all over right there. Something from nothing.
And they're only meters away from their own try line. That's the freaky thing about this Fijian unit. They don't care where they are on the field. They will back themselves, and I like the attitude of Rasaku. Zero space to work in down the sideline. Goes through, look at it. 4 defenders from Australia are sent over to stop one man. And then Salturanga running a beautiful supporting line. What a start for Fiji.
Nathungu will add the extra couple. Felipe Saturanga.
Remember, that came from a handling error from Australia, deep in Fiji territory there, Rupert. So have to be on point, Aussie.
Yeah, 8 offloads a game, averaging Fiji. We know that's such a part of their game. They are the best at it on earth, have been for some time. Here's Henry Hutchison, Rookie of the Year back in 2016 for Australia. Now a really senior player in this side. Here's Henry Patterson, who scored a hat-trick in the London Sevens final to beat New Zealand on Golden Point.
Jerry Tuai again over their ball. That's twice. He's challenged at the breakdown. This is where he lives. If you're going to go anywhere near Jerry Tuai, he's just so strong at getting over that pill and turning it over. You watch this.
Use it, please.
Tackle is affected. He's a second man in. Boom. You cannot move that rock. Look at that fight in the face there. Shows it all from a guy who's done it all.
It's about 11:30 p.m. just after on the islands of Fiji. So great to have your company if you're watching your
Stay on the mark,
heroes in
please.
this championship semi-final in Cape Town. Already one try to the good, and they got the ball off the back of the line out. It's big. Hana Kavata. Talatholo over the top. What a ball that is. Nathungu for Fiji. Oh, tried defending that.
Again from a turnover. Ruthlessness at its finest from Fiji. Masi takes the ball forward. Look at that pass. Unbelievable. On the fingertips of a guy who's running at 100 miles an hour. You can't underestimate what type of skill that takes. Try number 2 for Fiji.
Yeah, the local Fijian fans enjoyed that one. Nathungu from out wide doesn't make it, remains 12-0. Yosefo Masi, former NRL player with the North Queensland Cowboys. There's Ben Gollings, the new head coach on the sideline, all-time leading point scorer in the history of World Series Rugby Sevens. Done a pretty good job so far, hasn't he, since he took over, Gareth Baber?
No complaints on for sure. Neil Atill's legend if you can get a World Cup under the belt of Fiji, but a long way to go.
Maloof just doesn't time his jump.
Backwards
It
by
works
the
out
goal.
okay for him. But there's a loose bounce. Maloof does have it after all. Hutchison to James Turner. Australia just trying to get themselves into the game.
Tackle!
Knees on the floor, you've got to let go. Patterson. Here's Roach. Gonzalez. He's become a key part of this Aussie side, joining the squad this season. They get a penalty. And Josh Turner, who won the restart in the London Sevens final on Golden Point to get the ball back so they could win that game. Hutchison up to the halfway.
No.
Turner again. Roach. Josh Turner. Fiji going into the
Clear release
steal.
first. Clear release, you're part of the tackle.
Talatholo, but Australia get the call. James Turner. Hutchison. Henry Patterson, he's got his captain to his left, Maloof. Here is Maloof. He just checks inside, does Nick Maloof. Can he get the hands free? He's still going. Nick Maloof scores for Australia. Well, that is a captain's knock if you've ever seen it. Taking the responsibility. What a finish from the big man.
Yeah, the two big boys down their far side. Henry Patterson, look at him here. Drawn past, fantastic. Takes a shot, but Nick Maloof shrugging off defenders, uses a bit of ball play. That is sublime from the skipper when they need him most.
Oh, Morris Longbottom enjoyed that. Billy Meeks in the background. Extra two's good. 12-7 here. Good response from Australia. Weathered the early storm. They're back.
Oh, massive confidence boost for the Australians. The conversion was taken for the Hooters, so we are going to have time. Maurice Longbottom coming on for this one play.
So often he comes on and makes a difference. That's what he's there for. Former South Sydney Rabbitoh Jr. Kicks to the near side. Josh Turner's high along with Maloof.
Jumping on
They
him.
won it. There's collision
Wait,
in the
wait.
air on 2 wide. Fiji have got
Yeah.
a penalty.
Was it
Jerry's
number
still on
7?
the floor.
Oh, he's going to send
Was
him
it
off
number
too.
7?
I wouldn't mind a replay here. This is a massive
Yeah.
call. This looked
Time off.
like
Yeah,
a
they're going to go
competition
to
in the
here,
air,
mate.
yeah.
They're going to have a look upstairs.
Be interesting.
Can I review the action, please, of the goal player? The number 7 goal, please.
I like the review from
Stand by, Jeremy.
Rosier, just to go. Now that's in the air. Let us play on. I don't know what's going on here. That's the lifter from Fiji not being connected. There's nothing to do with Australia. They haven't touched the lifter there. That's tough.
Live to me came with the knee first, so that's why I'm asking you.
They're taking their time with this one. And what we've seen, there was
Jeremy, I
very
have a
little
decision.
zero
Yes.
contact.
There's contact in the air by 7 gold.
It's a deliberate contact. We agree on that with the knee first.
Agreed.
Okay, so it's a yellow card against the 7. We agree on that?
Correct.
7. It's deliberate contact with the knee first.
Oh, it's contact with the knee, I think, is the issue from Josh Turner. I think that's what's been highlighted. It's the only thing I can gather, because on that replay, wow,
Well, they're down to 6 for 2 minutes.
just when you fought yourself back into this massive semi-final, still on there, just got to defend for one. It was a great
Close
kickoff.
up.
Here it is here, so watch the right knee.
Ooh.
Oh,
Crouch.
Well, there are such things as rugby incidents.
Bind.
That looked like one there, but hey-ho.
Give him space.
Australia.
Set.
Josh Turner in the sin bin. Can 2-1 Fiji capitalise just before the break? No,
Foot.
nothing
Foot.
to do.
Play on.
It's off the foot, says the referee. Another lucky break for Fiji, but Jimmy Turner gets in the way and
No,
wins
stay
the ball
back.
back for Australia. They're playing with 6 here. They might just take their medicine and try and get to half-time at 12-7, but no, they're going to play on. Longbottom, quick hands to Hutchison. This would be something if they could score with 6 on 7. Gonzalez has just been nailed. Didn't see that one coming. And here come Fiji. Could get worse for Australia here. Still alive. Talathola looming.
Backwards.
Ball's clear. Gonzalez is on
Leave
to
it.
for Australia.
No,
Maloof's there
no,
at scrum
back.
half. Two ways come around the side, offside. Here's Longbottom. Hutchison says send it back the other way, but it wasn't the right call. Yosefo Masi has read that one like a book. And Fiji do score again before half-time.
well, he's been a difference maker in this first half of this massive Rugby World Cup Championship final. Henry Hutchinson straightening the ball. There's the defense, and there's the defense into attack, which they are just so good at, Fiji. Shoulder right into the ribs of Patterson. And then there, the read, fantastic from Yosefo Masi for Fijians' third try.
A simple extra couple of points for Wasea Nathungu. Takes the score out to 19-7 to Fiji at
Very
half-time.
tight, so in my view, I wasn't sure if this was
A little bit of controversy in the men's championship semi-finals, KT. They went upstairs, they went through the protocols with the sin bin, but Australia ended up with 6. You didn't sound too happy with the call.
Oh, a lot of subplots. Absolutely a lot of subplots. I thought it was fair play myself. Competition in the air, no doubt about that. But the officiated thought different. The other one's ultimately in charge. But man, oh man, still not over by a long shot. What a game.
Number 1, defense is good. Discipline is good.
Let's go second half,
We
guys.
keep the low tackle and we keep the pressure. Number 2, the Malua has been good. We have to hold on. The only way they're playing is because we're giving them balls. Now, 7 minutes. Let's finish the job. We have to go.
I don't really know. Is the guy on the side?
Fiji 19-7 over Australia. Got some good support here. They do wherever they go all around the world, the Flying Fijians. 3 tries to the good against 1 from Australia. Still 7 minutes to go. We go around this wonderful stadium here in Cape Town. The second of the men's semi-finals. New Zealand are already there. They beat Ireland. A little earlier, who will join them? So far, it's Fiji who had the initiative. Australia still playing with 6. Josh Turner still in the sin bin. Nathunga. Playing a patient game now. Here's Mussey, who's been excellent in this game so far. To Talatholo, he offloads the ball back to Mussey. He's got Rasuku with him. Rasuku just gets away from Henry Hutchison, and then from James Turner, and then says to Nick Malouf, I'll run away from you as well. Catch me if you can. You cannot. Kaminieli Orasaku has come up with an absolute worldie in the championship semi-final.
And more importantly, they've had 2 scores while Australia have been down to 6 men. Rasaku just continues to beat players just for fun. He's an absolute magician like this. Still had some work to do, but that is an A1 try.
Well, that's why Bayonne have paid big money for him. He's heading to 15s. Look out, France.
Oh man, I think the skipper for Nick Malouf knew that might be the moment in this cup semi-final after Rasaku scores there. Oh, the anguish on the skipper. He knows it's going to be tough now.
Oh, they've had a great season, haven't they, the RWC7s? But they won't be able to join their women counterparts in the championship final. Heavy contact on the far side. Nathan Lawson's out there.
Ball is out.
In the 12 shirt, here is Malouf to Maurice Longbottom. Corey Toole to his left. Impact Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year on the recent Sevens World Series. Leading try scorer for Australia. Interesting, hasn't been starting for them here at the World Cup. Offloads it to Gonzalez. Malouf to Corey Toole. Josh Turner. Well evaded there. Heavy artillery coming down the Australian channels. Here's Toole again. 26-7. The scoreboard and the clock against Australia, but Malouf finds a bit of space in front of him. He's got Toole with him. Corey Toole with the ball. Offload out the back to Josh Turner. Well, hey, that's a pretty decent score as well from Australia. Plenty of time left too.
Fantastic reply from the Australians. And it come from the skip, Nick Malouf, with the late switch. Punches through the hole. There's the shot in defense around the ribs of Josh Turner, the try scorer. Nothing wrong with that. Talatholo. There's the late switch from Malouf. But look at the way he offloads his ball between 2 defenders. Perfect. Another one coming up too. That's nice. Great step as well from the guy who took the shot.
So Turner scores. Conversion's good. 26-14 now. Nathunga. Mothanathangi, what a player to bring on. Speaking of which, Vakaru and Umbili.
Bayonne. There's also a sweep.
Olympic gold
An
medalist.
advantage over.
Salturanga, who got the scoring started, gives it to Tuwai. Mussey. In fact, it's Matana, Jeremiah Matana inside the 2-wide. Another pass over the top. What a tackle from Malouf on that occasion, but one more pass. The support play is divine from Fiji. They have another try. It's Jeremiah Matana.
Oh, just pretty to watch when they're in this type of mood, aren't they? Look at that step, that ability to break tackles, that pass as well. Jerry Tuwai, well, he knows the situation where the defense is coming from. Matana's got off the deck and got in support. Effort on effort plays to get some rewards. Puts it down with violence. Fiji goes through.
That's the thing, you've got to put yourself in the position to take the ball. It's not all about skill and natural ability. It's about work rate too. And this Fijian side have buckets of it. Two minutes to go. Nathungu sends it way high, almost as high as the grandstand here. That's been knocked, but it's gone forward into the hands of
No, he was on the line for me, and after he goes.
Vakaru Nambili.
I can be wrong, Josh, but for me it was back.
It's extraordinary as well about this Fijian side, KT. Vakaru Nambili, Mokanathangi, Nanduvalo, all regular starters for this team. Coming on the bench, off the bench, it's just frightening for opposition
5
sides.
meters,
Yeah,
5 meters you as
A
well.
lot of players, a lot of teams are doing it now. Some
Bye.
teams do start, but I think these type of one-off
Set.
tournaments, you have to rotate your squad and try something different. I think that's what a lot of countries have done.
Free kick Australia, Longbottom comes away with it. Josh Turner, he's got Toole with him, just juggles it. Stu Dunbar's out there in the 9 shirt. There's Longbottom again, Nathan Lawson now. Billy Meeks, L.A. Giltini, formerly of Gloucester as well.
No!
English Premiership in the Western Force in Australia. Dunbar. Tries to get the offload away. It's been brilliantly flicked up into the hands of Nathungu by Talafolo. Fiji feeling it here with the ball in hand. 40 seconds to go. They want some more points ahead of the final against New Zealand tonight. Oh, the fake catch. Oh, the beautiful ball out the back. And here comes Nanduvalo. The water boy, they call him. Because he couldn't make the team for so long. But there you go, finishes the job for Fiji. And they are into the championship final against New Zealand here in Cape Town.
Well, he's in the squad, he's on this field, and he's scoring tries in a Rugby World Cup semi-final. Vuivawa Nanduvalo just puts the exclamation mark on a fantastic performance, an outstanding try to summon up this performance, and it's a dominant one in the semi-final for Fiji.
Yeah, Australia have had their moments, but Fiji just have shown their world-class sevens ability once again, and that is the final whistle. It has finished 38 points to 14 to Fiji over Australia, and Fiji are through to the championship final. They will play the Sevens Rugby World Cup glory against New Zealand.